Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas is over. So you can relax. Relax. Trust, I've already been this way. Christmas is not really my favorite holiday. Thanksgiving is, but Christmas is nice. I know it. For what it stands for, or what people have it stand for. But all the shopping and all of that aspect of it is over. So put it all aside and get ready for the new year. So, as we prepare for the new year, I want to take this time and reflect on 2022 from January all the way till now. I remember January. January, we were still trying to figure out what was going on with this COVID thing and why people weren't getting vaccinated and why people were in such of a big uproar about who was being vaccinated and who wasn't being vaccinated. Like that wasn't someone's choice. A lot of people were being forced to be vaccinated or in fear of losing their job, or you couldn't travel, or you couldn't enter different places without it. So we've come a long way from there. It's still a big thing, but it's not a major issue anymore. Of course, they're still advertising about COVID and all of that, but it's not one of those things that everyone's like, oh my God about anymore. So February Super Bowl. Let's see. That was interesting in itself. Can't really remember much that happened in March. Um, I do remember a birthday celebration I went to at Hot and Juicy, and I was very disappointed with their customer service, but so that location is closed now, so I guess that makes no difference. And let's see what else. April went to the draft in Las Vegas. So that was very exciting. Got to experience the Bellagio for the first time. Well, I've been there before, but to stay there, we stayed. So you could see everything that was going on, as well as Drea's nightclub had several celebrities there during that time. I think I remember seeing Rick Ross name on the board, Troy Lanez and Lil J, Big Baby, or I don't laugh. I do not keep up with these celebrities. It's too many little this and baby that till I get most of them confused and crossed with someone else. But clearly it was jumping all of the nights because it was extremely loud over there. You could see a lot of people who were on the rooftop. The weather was kind of like hit and miss. Some days you needed a jacket and some days you didn't, but it was lit on the strip. So if you ever get an opportunity to actually experience the draft, it is a pretty chunk to actually sit down there where everyone goes in. We were in the Bellagio, and of course, everything on the strip is open, so you can go back and forth. But to sit down, you're going to pay to sit down, and it is not cheap. So to each his own. But if you do get the chance to experience the draft, it is one of those things that you can definitely knock off of your bucket list. Um, a lot of people from all over the world comes to the draft. So I got to meet people from London, Japan, China, Jamaica, Israel. So lots of places. I did get to meet people from. And especially with Vegas, you're kind of going to experience that anyway, because Vegas is one of those tip top on the map type places. Everyone has heard of it, even if they haven't experienced it. So that was a great experience. So the next one I need to knock off my bucket list is the Super Bowl, which is going to be here in Glendale. I am in Arizona. I know you see the Alabama. That's where I'm born and raised. So I did spend some time in New York for those of you that don't know. So, not New York City, but Rochester, New York. So I graduated from high school in Rochester. So from 8th to 12th, I was in Rochester, New York, and then college was back in Alabama and then online. So, um, currently in Arizona now, Phoenix, Arizona area. The Super Bowl is going to be in Glendale. So for those of you who don't know, that is just a little town outside of Phoenix. Well, it's not really little, it's a nice sized town. But outside of Phoenix. So I worked the last one that was here. Great experience. Do not want to do that again. Not the working aspect of it. People are insane. It was insane the amount of people who came up trying to bribe you to give them access to, like, you had to have like some certifications to enter certain places in the Super Bowl if you did not have a ticket. And the craziness was that people were trying to offer you like $10,000 and stuff, like taking out stacks. I'm like, if you have that, you can get in the Super Bowl. Tickets literally continue. If it's not sold out, which I have not seen one yet that was so I haven't. I'm not saying that there was not one. I'm saying I don't recall one that was sold out. You can get tickets to all the games all the way up to like halftime. So you got 10 grand, you could go over to the box office and get you a ticket. So plenty of scammers out there with the tickets. Make sure you get your tickets from a legit site. I can tell you right now, tickets run about any. Now you may be able to find some in the nosebleed for about $4,000, but the average ticket for the Super Bowl is about $6,000. If it's something that you're choosing to do, I would say try to do it with a group of people. You'll get a better accommodation that way, where you can get like a box seat. I want to say it's probably about 30 grand. You can get about 6 to 8 people in a box seat, but don't quote me. But that was what we were originally looking into to do, because like I said, if two tickets is already at 12, and that's still the upper level, to be down in the hundreds. Those, I've seen those on the site Ticketmaster showing those at about 15,000. So I'm trying to figure out some way to win tickets to the Super Bowl, because that is insane. But nonetheless, definitely something, if you can't experience, I mean, just the activities that surround the Super Bowl alone is enough to exhaust you. So even if you can't get to the Super Bowl, if you're able to experience some of the fan activities that they are going to have all over the Phoenix area, from Scottsdale to downtown Phoenix, at least that's how it was the last time. So I'm sure they're going to have some type of display to show you where everyone is, what's the different things that they're going to be broadcasting. Is going to be insane. I'm going to tell you, if you haven't already got your tickets and things like that, as far as reservations for hotels, you may not be totally out of luck, but I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be cheap. I remember last time, like, places just around the area were about 15 to 20 grand a night. Yeah, a night. You heard me, a night. Um, there's no sense of looking at any of the hotels that's right around the venue, because all of those are going to be sold out in the mainstream ones in Scottsdale. If you look at the sites and they say that those dates aren't available, most likely that entire hotel has sold out. Um, if you can, I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but it's just a suggestion. If you can go to actual sites, not third party booking, when something like this is going on, any big sports events, WrestleMania, Final Four, championship games, try your best not to kind of get your hotel tickets off of third party sites. And here's why. When you book through a third party site, your reservation can be canceled either way, but you're more likely to have your reservation canceled through a third party site if that hotel has decided to book their entire, reserve their entire hotel for one specific person or family or, whatever. That happened to me before. So don't book to a third party because they straight up told me had I booked through their website, they would have still accommodated the room. But because we booked through a third party, those aren't guaranteed. Those are extras that they're looking to fill if they don't book them. So book directly through the hotels. Don't book through third party websites for things like that. Now you do what you want to do. But I would have been in a whole dilemma had I not had a backup for that situation. Imagine being out of town with no place to go when most of the places are already packed because of the event that's going on. So there's a little word of caution. So that was April. Went back in the next week, beginning of May, back in Vegas. They're celebrating one of my mother's birthday. Of course, Mother's Day. And let's see, we're in June. June was just Father's Day. I'm sure something else happened in June. Just can't think of it right now. July, of course, the 4th, little brother's birthday, anniversary, mother-in-law's birthday. August, mine. And my sisters have siblings in August as well as September. September's son's Labor Day, of course. Oh yeah, we did forget about Memorial Day. I didn't do anything for Memorial Day. I'm not really a big holiday person, so let's just quick. What'd you guys do for the year? Can you actually sit down and recall the things that you did? A lot of people sit down and do a lot of complaining. I just want you to take this moment out and reflect about the things that you've accomplished for the year. The things you've done for the year, any bucket list things that you've knocked off, any things that you have started in this year that are to knock off the bucket list next year. Like for me, I have a cruise coming up. I've never been on a cruise before, so that is going to be a bucket list. It is actually out of the country, so we have a bucket list that's out of the country, so I'm excited about that. I would like to go home to visit my parents. I didn't want to do it around the holiday because I didn't really have to, like I said, share my time with everyone else that wants to come in and out for the holiday. So I kind of rather would go at a different time during the year. So I can spend about a week or two with my parents, just like one-on-one time. So that was September, October, it's Mrs. birthday. And then we have siblings, stepfather. Oh, there's a November. We come around with sister's anniversary, um, dad's, uncles, birthdays, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was nice. We didn't do your traditional Thanksgiving. I don't understand why people think they have to have the exact same thing for Thanksgiving every year, but to each his own. And then you guys turn around and have those exact same things for Christmas and then have them again for New Year's. It's like, it's ridiculous. There's so many other dishes and things that you can choose from. But once again, to each its own, whatever makes you happy. But yeah, we barbecued. We grilled. But inside grill, we did the smokeless grill for some things. And then after Thanksgiving, Christmas comes so quick. It's like the month of December kind of flies by because it's it's the end of the year. You're celebrating Thanksgiving, and before you blink, you're celebrating Christmas, and then you cough or you sniffle, and it's the new year. So we are a week before the new year now. Still, like I said, just want to do a reflection of life. I have come a long way in this time from actually launching my podcast to actually now doing videos. I am going to progress to do the lives. I am still working on a few things. I would like to thank the people who are keeping up with me and who are following the channel. I appreciate that. I am watching the growth of the channel. um, I know I wasn't gonna go from like 0 to like 1,000 subscribers overnight, but I do appreciate the ones who have subscribed and continue to listen to me from week after week. So much love and appreciation to you guys. I do hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your year with these last couple of days. And remember to sit back and think of the things that you are thankful for instead of complaining or comparing your life to someone else. It's time to start giving thanks, to be more grateful. And you can sit here and think about all the things that you don't have, but I always tell people it's someone out there who is worse off than you think that you are, and probably is not complaining about nearly as much as you are. So let's be thankful for the things that we have and the things that we want and the things that we would like to achieve. Let's speak those things into existence as though they already are. That's how we're going to get there. Let's start supporting other people. Start supporting other people. Why can't you praise with other people? Give a compliment. Inspire someone. Say something encouraging. Speak. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Hi. Hello. All of these little things, it could actually be the start or break of someone's day. You have no idea what other people are going through, and not everyone wears what they're going through on their shoulders. So, inspire and uplift someone else. Learn to be encouraging. Your neighbor is not just a person that stays next door to you. Your neighbor is everyone that you meet in between. Have a great year. I look forward to a very exciting 2023. May God bless you and have a happy new year. Bye-bye.